Welcome to Healing Horizons. I'm your host, Chris Daniels. Today, we're diving into the transformative journey of overcoming heroin and opiate dependence using Ibogaine therapy in Mexico. Joining us is a renowned expert in this field, here to share deep insights and real-world experiences. Welcome, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Chris. It's a pleasure to be here and share how Ibogaine therapy is paving new paths for healing. This topic is really close to my heart, and I hope our discussion today can provide valuable insights to those in need.
To start us off, can you provide us with an introduction to Ibogaine therapy and its origins in traditional healing practices?
Certainly. Ibogaine is a naturally occurring psychoactive substance that comes from the root bark of the Tabernanthe iboga plant, native to Central Africa. Historically, it has been used by indigenous communities, particularly the Bwiti tribe of Gabon, in spiritual and shamanistic practices. Its use in these contexts is deeply rooted in the pursuit of healing, personal insight, and connection to spiritual realms. In the modern era, Ibogaine found its way into Western consciousness as a potential treatment for addiction after it was discovered to possess unique properties that interrupt dependency on substances like opiates.
The historical context is fascinating. Transitioning to today, could you elaborate on how Ibogaine therapy relates to heroin and opiate dependence as a significant public health issue?
Heroin and opiate dependency is indeed a global public health crisis, particularly in regions grappling with the consequences of the opioid epidemic. Traditional treatments, such as methadone or buprenorphine, often substitute one addiction for another, failing to address the underlying causes. Ibogaine therapy, on the other hand, offers a distinctly different approach. It works on a neurochemical level to reset the brain's receptors to a pre-addictive state, which can significantly reduce withdrawal symptoms and cravings. Furthermore, it allows the user to confront repressed emotions and traumas that may contribute to their addiction, integrating both physical and psychological healing.
It's intriguing to hear about these dual effects. Can you shed light on the specific interactions between Ibogaine and the brain that make it effective for addiction treatment?
Ibogaine impacts the brain through several mechanisms. Firstly, it acts on the NMDA receptors, which are associated with synaptic plasticity and memory function. This action is believed to help reset the brain's neural pathways, reducing the compulsive behavior characteristic of addiction. Additionally, Ibogaine has been shown to increase levels of glial cell line-derived neurotrophic factor, GDNF, which supports the survival of dopaminergic neurons, essential for mood regulation and motivation. Its ability to mitigate withdrawal symptoms is particularly noteworthy. For many undergoing the therapy, the most immediate and profound effect is the significant reduction or elimination of withdrawal symptoms.
The scientific backing certainly adds a powerful dimension to its potential. How about the personal testimonials? Have you seen firsthand accounts of recovery that speak to the emotional and spiritual dimensions of this treatment?
Absolutely, Chris. The narratives from individuals who have undergone Ibogaine therapy can be quite profound. Many describe experiencing vivid, introspective states that allow them to reconcile past traumas and unearth deep-seated emotions that have contributed to their addiction. This emotional catharsis can be pivotal for long-term recovery and transformation. For instance, I've worked with individuals who have articulated a newfound clarity and purpose after their treatment sessions, as well as a spiritual awakening that redefines their understanding of self and life at large. This journey is not just about eliminating physical dependency. It's about holistic healing and empowerment.
These stories are truly inspiring. How does Ibogaine therapy compare to traditional addiction treatments in terms of effectiveness?
Ibogaine therapy often presents a more profound and rapid shift, which is particularly appealing for those who have struggled with other treatments. Unlike traditional approaches, which may require long-term medication regimens and extensive therapy over months or years, Ibogaine's effects can manifest in a single experience, though integration support before and after the treatment remains crucial. Studies have suggested that Ibogaine's success rates are higher compared to conventional methods, particularly in minimizing withdrawal and reducing cravings. However, it's also important to note that Ibogaine is not a panacea. Success depends greatly on the individual's commitment to ongoing personal growth and making lifestyle changes post-treatment.
It's clear that each treatment path has its own strengths. Could you describe the typical setting and environment for Ibogaine therapy retreats in Mexico?
Of course, In Mexico, where Ibogaine therapy is legal and regulated, retreats are often situated in serene, natural settings that promote relaxation and introspection. These environments are carefully curated to ensure comfort and safety, providing both medical oversight and holistic care. Before the treatment begins, patients undergo thorough medical screening to assess their suitability for Ibogaine therapy. During the treatment, they are monitored by a team of experienced professionals who facilitate a secure and nurturing space for them to explore their journeys. Afterward, integration counselors assist patients in processing their experiences and planning their paths forward, making the environment one of healing, community, and support.
It sounds like an environment that's conducive to deep healing. Let's touch on the importance of community support in the healing process.
Community support is absolutely vital for sustainable recovery. The process of overcoming addiction is not one that can be shouldered alone. During Ibogaine therapy, the sense of community among participants becomes a powerful catalyst for healing. Sharing stories and experiences can foster a sense of belonging and mutual recognition of challenges and victories. Furthermore, family and friends play a critical role in contextual support, helping individuals maintain progress and encouraging their commitment to new lifestyles. Many retreats also offer ongoing support groups and networks that patients can tap into long after they leave, which helps mitigate isolation and reinforces accountability.
Community indeed seems to hold up the process in significant ways. Sometimes potential participants might have concerns or misconceptions about Ibogaine therapy. Can you address some of these?
Certainly, one common misconception is that Ibogaine is a magic bullet that cures addiction overnight. While Ibogaine does have remarkable properties, it requires comprehensive preparation and persistent aftercare to optimize its effectiveness. Safety is another concern. Ibogaine has been associated with cardiac risks. Therefore, proper medical screening and supervision are imperative. Patients need to be aware that the therapy is usually an intense and introspective experience, demanding mental readiness and openness. Ethical retreats will ensure participants understand this fully before proceeding. Transparency, preparation, and integration are key to addressing these concerns and ensuring the therapy is aligned with individual needs and realities.
Thank you for clarifying those points. As we wrap up, could you share some final thoughts on the potential of Ibogaine therapy for transformation?
Ibogaine therapy holds incredible transformative potential. It isn't merely about halting addiction. It's about facilitating a multidimensional healing process that encompasses body, mind, and spirit. It's about empowering individuals to reconnect with their true selves, find forgiveness for past actions, and develop a roadmap for the future. As people continue to search for deeper, more meaningful forms of healing, Ibogaine can be an incredibly powerful tool, especially when integrated with ongoing personal and community support. My encouragement to listeners is to remain open to possibilities and explore alternative pathways if they feel traditional methods aren't serving their needs.
Those insights are truly valuable. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your knowledge and experiences in Ibogaine therapy. To our listeners, if you're exploring alternative treatments for addiction or merely curious about the possibilities of healing, we hope today's discussion has offered you inspiration and guidance. We're grateful for your time spent with us here on Healing Horizons. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring paths to wellness and transformation.